Do you really trust your belt for concealed carry? If you have to think about that, then this video is for you. A great holster is only as good as the belt you put it on. Today, we're going to jump into what you should look for in a belt for everyday concealed carry. If you are like most people, you research and put a lot of time into choosing the right holster, which you absolutely should. A holster is a super important decision that can greatly affect how you carry, where you carry, and your comfort level. A quality holster will cost you $40, $50, $60, $100 or more. The firearm itself costs you hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, depending on what you're carrying. But then you rely on a $10 Walmart belt for that whole setup? Let that soak in for a minute. Not all belts are created equal, and that could not be even more true for concealed carry. So what should you be looking for in a concealed carry belt? Well, here are 4 things to consider. For concealed carry, you want your belt to be rigid enough to support your firearm. If you have a belt that flops over and easily rolls, that's not going to support your gun in your holster. It's going to cause it to roll out and cause printing issues and your pants to sag. Our polymer core belts are sturdy, which makes it not turn, not flex, and supports the weight of your firearm. This is key for concealed carry. The thickness of your belt does matter. So on our leather gun belts, it is double layered leather with a polymer core inside it. This gives it a width that any belt clip can securely hook on, and you never worry about it coming off when you're trying to draw your firearm. There's some belts on the market, including nylon belts, that can be supportive, but they're so thin that it allows the holster to slide over, the belt clip on the holster to slide over easily in your draw cycle. So it gets super counterproductive. So by no means do you need a duty width belt, 2.5 inch duty belt or anything like that, but you do need a belt that is wide enough for a holster clip to stick to it. When looking for a gun belt, make sure you consider the size and width of the belt. We use 1.5 inch belts. Due to them being reinforced, we do not need to go any bigger, and also it allows you to use most holster clips on the market. If you look at our holsters or many others across the industry, by far overwhelmingly they're using 1.5 inch belt clips. In the past you used to see a lot of 1.75s and stuff, and that's just not so much the case anymore. So make sure you get a gun belt that is going to work with all your holsters. The next thing is the belt buckle. We use just a normal belt buckle, so one side goes through and then goes into the buckle. A lot of these new, what I like to call tactical style belts, are using buckles that are like Quick Connect and Cobra Connect belt buckles and stuff like that. The issue with those are they got a buckle on each side that connect to them. What happens is a lot of times they are too big to pass through the loop on a holster. So you can't ever it'd be like trying to put this buckle through there, it doesn't work. So it gets counterproductive and allows you not to use all the holsters you may like to use. What I consider to be one of the most important things in belt choice is blending in with your surroundings and looking just like everybody else. I'm not a proponent of open carrying. I just think it puts you in a bad situation and makes you a target. So I want a belt that looks like anybody else's belt, whether they're carrying a firearm or not. So if you bend over and they see part of your belt, you don't want something that stands out. Or if you tuck in your shirt, you go to church security team, a lot of other variables, you tuck in your shirt and you're concealing a gun, great, they can't see it. But if you have a belt that doesn't blend in and doesn't look like a natural everyday belt anybody else would wear, you're going to stick out and likely make yourself a target. Well guys, I hope those 4 tips on choosing a good concealed carry gun belt help you. Belts are the backbone of your concealed carry setup. Use the things we've just talked about and consider making the right choice on what is right for you and your situation. You can check out our gun belts at muddyrivertactical.com. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. We are always happy to help. Thank you guys for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next video.